Have you ever wondered how your body fights off diseases and infections? This is the realm of immunology, an integral branch of biology that delves into the complex world of our immune system. It's the study of the processes that allow our bodies to ward off harmful invaders, keeping us healthy and functioning at our best. Now picture this. You're in a bustling city and you are the mayor. Your responsibilities are vast, but among the most crucial is ensuring the city's safety against external threats. That's essentially what your immune system does. But instead of cities and mayors, we're talking about bodies and cells. This intricate system is your body's own personal defense force. It's always on alert, scanning for signs of invaders like bacteria, viruses, parasites, and even cancerous cells. Once detected, it springs into action, deploying a host of specialized cells to neutralize the threat. It's like a well-coordinated army, with each soldier playing a specific role in the battle for your health. But it's not only about defense. Immunology also looks at how the immune system can remember past invaders, making it quicker and more efficient if they dare to return. How does it do that? Well, that's a question for another scene. What's more, this field of study isn't just limited to humans. Immunology extends to all organisms, investigating how different species' immune systems function and interact with their environment. It's this broad applicability that makes immunology so fascinating and vital. The immune system is also intertwined with other bodily systems. It's like a puzzle piece that fits perfectly within the grand scheme of our bodies, influencing and being influenced by things like our genetics, diet, and even our mental state. However, as robust and efficient as the immune system is, it's not infallible. Sometimes it can be overzealous, attacking harmless substances and causing allergies. Other times it might not respond adequately, leading to infections and diseases. This delicate balance is another aspect that makes immunology so intriguing. Indeed, our immune system is a fascinating and complex system, but how does it work exactly? Stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries of our body's incredible defense mechanism. One of the main functions of the immune system is to differentiate between self and non-self. How does it do it, you may wonder? The answer lies in a fascinating process involving some tiny molecular structures called antigens. These antigens play a significant role in our immune system's ability to identify foreign bodies. They are like unique identification cards carried by cells, viruses, and other microscopic entities. Each antigen has a distinct shape and structure, allowing our immune system to recognize it as either friendly, part of our body, or as a foe, a foreign invader. Now let's talk about our immune system's first line of defense, the immune cells. These are like the body's security personnel, always on the lookout for trouble. Among them, the B cells and T cells play a crucial role. They are equipped with special receptors that can identify and bind to specific antigens. It's a bit like a lock and key mechanism, where the antigen is the key and the receptor on the immune cell is the lock. When an immune cell encounters a foreign antigen, it triggers an immune response. For instance, a B cell, upon recognizing a foreign antigen, transforms into a plasma cell that produces antibodies. These antibodies, shaped to fit the specific antigen, can neutralize the foreign body, marking it for destruction by other immune cells. Similarly, T cells can directly attack and destroy cells infected with viruses or bacteria. Some T cells, known as helper T cells, alert other immune cells about the presence of a foreign body, kickstarting a coordinated immune response. So, in a nutshell, our immune system recognizes foreign bodies through their unique antigens, and this recognition triggers a series of reactions designed to protect us from potential harm. It's a complex and dynamic process that occurs continuously to keep us healthy. So, our immune system is a vigilant protector, always on the lookout for foreign invaders. And it's this constant vigilance that makes it possible for us to fight off infections and diseases. Our immune system has two major components, innate and adaptive immunity. But what sets them apart? Let's start with the innate immunity. This is our body's first line of defense against pathogens. It's like the castle wall that keeps unwanted invaders out. Innate immunity is always active. It doesn't need a special activation signal to kick into action. It's non-specific, meaning it doesn't differentiate between the types of pathogens, whether it's a bacteria, a virus, or a fungus. It just knows it's an invader and needs to be dealt with. The response time is quick, within minutes to hours. However, it doesn't have a memory. So if the same pathogen attacks again, the innate immunity will respond in the same way as the first time. On the other hand, we have adaptive immunity. This is like the specialized knights in the castle trained to fight specific invaders. Unlike innate immunity, adaptive immunity is not always active. It needs to be activated by an antigen, a substance that provokes an immune response. Once activated, it takes time to mount a defense, usually a few days. But here's the thing, it's specific. It differentiates between different types of pathogens and tailors its response accordingly. And the best part, it has memory. So, if the same pathogen attacks again, the adaptive immunity will remember it and respond more quickly and effectively. These two systems work together to fight off pathogens. Innate immunity responds first, slowing down the pathogen and buying time for adaptive immunity to kick in. It also helps activate the adaptive immunity. Once the adaptive immunity is activated, it takes over the battle, targeting the pathogen specifically and remembering it for future encounters. So to sum it all up, the innate immunity is like the castle wall and the guards, always active, responding quickly but non-specifically and without memory. The adaptive immunity is like the specialized knights, not always active, responding slower but specifically and with memory. In essence, innate immunity is our first line of defense, while adaptive immunity provides a more specific and long-lasting protection. We all know someone who suffers from allergies, but what happens in our body during an allergic reaction? Well, let's start from the top. Allergies are a result of your immune system's response to substances it mistakenly perceives as harmful. These substances, known as allergens, can be anything from pollen to peanuts, dust mites to dairy. Here's how it works. When your body encounters an allergen for the first time, it doesn't cause any symptoms, but it does kickstart a process. Your immune system flags that allergen as an invader and produces antibodies called immunoglobulin E, or IgE for short. Think of these antibodies as tiny scouts on high alert, ready to signal the rest of the immune system at the first sign of the allergen. Now, the next time you encounter that same allergen, the IgE antibodies recognize it and set off an alarm. They attach themselves to certain cells in your body, namely mast cells and basophils, and trigger these cells to release a variety of chemicals. One of the most significant of these chemicals is histamine. Histamine is a bit of a troublemaker. It causes blood vessels to expand and the surrounding skin to swell. This can lead to familiar allergy symptoms such as itching, redness, and hives. If the allergen is in the air, histamine can cause your nose to run or your throat to itch. If the allergen is something you ate, it can cause stomach pain or diarrhea. In severe cases, it can even lead to anaphylaxis, a life-threatening reaction that requires immediate medical attention. And there you have it, the process of an allergic reaction. It's a complex chain of events, all triggered by your immune system's overzealous response to what it perceives as a threat. It's a fascinating, albeit frustrating, example of our body's defense mechanisms in action. So, allergies are essentially a case of mistaken identity by our immune system. Vaccinations have been a hot topic recently, but do you know how they work? Let's venture into the world of immunology and see how these medical marvels function. Vaccines are like a dress rehearsal for your immune system. They introduce your body to a weakened or inactivated form of a pathogen, or even just a piece of the pathogen, like a protein. This encounter is harmless, but it's enough to get your immune system's attention. Think of it as your immune system's detective squad, always on the lookout for anything unusual. When they find this foreign intruder, they spring into action, producing proteins called antibodies that can neutralize the pathogen. Each antibody is like a lock that only fits a specific key, in this case, the pathogen in question. However, the immune system doesn't stop there. It's not just about dealing with the current threat. It's about preparing for future invasions too. Some of the cells involved in this immune response become memory cells. These cells have a very special job. They remember the pathogen, and if it ever tries to invade again, they can initiate a faster and more effective response. So when you get a vaccine, you're essentially training your immune system. You're giving it a chance to practice its response to a particular pathogen without the risk of getting seriously ill. This way, if the real thing ever shows up, your immune system is ready to spring into action, armed with the knowledge it needs to neutralize the threat quickly and effectively. Vaccines are a testament to our understanding of the immune system. They are a proactive approach, equipping our bodies with the tools and knowledge to fight off harmful pathogens before they have a chance to cause serious harm. So the next time you roll up your sleeve for a vaccine, remember, you're not just getting a shot. You're giving your immune system a practice run, a chance to prepare for a real-life pathogen encounter. Vaccines, therefore, prepare our immune system for a future battle by giving it a sneak peek of the enemy. Ever wondered why some people seem to never get sick, while others catch every bug that's going around? It's a question that piques the curiosity of many, and the answer lies in understanding the factors that influence the strength of an individual's immune system. Firstly, genetics play an important role in shaping our immunity. Just as we inherit physical traits from our parents, we also inherit immune system characteristics. Some people are born with a robust immune system, a gift from their parents' genetic makeup, which gives them stronger immunity against various diseases. Secondly, lifestyle choices also have a significant impact on our immune system. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and reduced stress levels can bolster the immune system. Conversely, unhealthy habits such as smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and lack of physical activity can weaken it. So the health of our immune system is, to a large extent, in our own hands. Thirdly, exposure to pathogens or disease-causing organisms can affect our immunity. When our body encounters a pathogen for the first time, it takes time to develop an effective immune response. However, once our immune system has fought off a particular pathogen, it remembers it. If we encounter the same pathogen again, our immune system can respond more rapidly and effectively, preventing us from falling sick. This is known as acquired immunity. Lastly, the state of our gut health can influence our immunity as well. The gut is home to a large number of beneficial bacteria that aid in digestion and also play a crucial role in training our immune system. A healthy gut microbiome can enhance our immune response, while an imbalanced one can weaken it. So, a combination of factors determines how well our immune system can fight off diseases. It's a fascinating interplay of genetics, lifestyle, exposure to pathogens, and gut health. And while we cannot control our genetic makeup, we certainly have the power to influence the other factors through our choices and actions. We've delved into the complex world of immunology and answered some intriguing questions. Let's take a moment to revisit the highlights of our journey through this fascinating field. Our first stop was the question of how our immune system recognizes foreign bodies. A marvel of natural engineering, our immune system uses specialized cells that act like security guards, constantly on the lookout for unfamiliar substances. These cells, known as antigen-presenting cells, capture the foreign bodies, break them down, and present their pieces to the immune system's soldiers, the T cells. This recognition triggers a cascade of events that lead to the destruction of the invaders. Next, we explored the difference between innate and adaptive immunity. Innate immunity is our body's first line of defense, responding in a generic way to all foreign invaders. It's our immune system's rapid response team, ready to act within hours. On the other hand, adaptive immunity is more like a specialist task force. It takes longer to respond, but when it does, it's tailored to the specific invader and leaves behind memory cells, ensuring a swift reaction if the same invader dares to return. Our third question led us to the mystery of allergic reactions. In these cases, our immune system mistakes harmless substances for harmful invaders, leading to an overreaction. This overreaction manifests as various symptoms we associate with allergies, such as sneezing, itching, and sometimes even life-threatening anaphylaxis. We then turned our attention to the power of vaccinations. These ingenious tools of medical science work by introducing a harmless version of a pathogen into our bodies. Our immune system learns to recognize and fight this invader, preparing us for a possible future encounter with the real deal. It's like a training exercise for our immune system, ensuring it's ready for battle when it counts. Finally, we pondered why some people have stronger immunity than others. This can be attributed to a myriad of factors, including genetics, age, diet, and lifestyle. It's a reminder that our immune system is not just a biological system, but a reflection of our overall health and well-being. In summary, our immune system is a complex, finely tuned machine that works around the clock to protect us. From recognizing foreign bodies and distinguishing between different types of immunity, to managing allergic reactions and responding to vaccinations, to the factors that influence its strength. Understanding these aspects allows us to appreciate the incredible complexity and efficiency of our immune system. Understanding immunology not only satisfies our curiosity, but also helps us appreciate the incredible work our bodies do every day to keep us healthy. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.